Hello, I'm Mark Davis with PAR. Welcome to the November 30th edition of PAR Tuesday News Review, your timely source of news that is important to IDA providers in our community. You may have noticed that I am observing No Shave November. The goal of No Shave November is to evoke conversation and raise cancer awareness. A recently published study found that people with intellectual disability are at an increased risk of any cancer, as well as several specific cancer types. The authors concluded that their results indicated a need for extended surveillance and early intervention in cancer among people with ID. The study was a population-based cohort study of more than 3.5 million children and included 27,956 who were had clinically ascertained cases of ID, and they were born from 1974 to 2013. The study team found a statistically significant increased risk of any cancer, as well as for these following cancer types: esophageal, stomach, small intestine, colon, pancreatic, uterus, kidney, central nervous system, and certain leukemias. The Build Back Better bill, as passed in the House on November 19th, includes the Better Care, Better Jobs policy and funding for $150 million in Hcbs. The legislation is now being considered by the U.S. Senate. The Senate may revise the bill to accommodate moderate Democrats. Leader Schumer wants the bill to be passed out of the Senate by Christmas, but the Senate also has to deal with the federal budget, likely with a continuing resolution, and reaching the debt ceiling, likely that the debt ceiling will be raised. Please check your email for a PAR mail that is a request for you to contact your Pennsylvania senators now. PAR is supportive of enactment of the Build Back Better bill as soon as possible, so DSPs and people on the waiting list may get the relief they desperately need. The fourth distribution of Provider Relief Fund is in process, with HRSA adjudicating providers' funding applications for the rural distributions first. Pennsylvania IDA rural providers are to receive approximately $3.266 million in relief. The remaining PRF Phase 4 distributions are expected to begin in December. There is a total of $25.5 billion to be distributed. As you know, the Pennsylvania State Legislature agreed with the administration deciding how to spend the funds generated by the 10% Hcbs-specific Fmap bump. Pursuant to the Commonwealth CMS-approved spending plan for these funds, we continue to hear that DHS ODP is close to completing the revision of the ODP-Administered waiver rates. Although the timing is not certain, it is estimated that these revisions to the ODP-Administered Hcbs waiver rates may be effective around the beginning of next year. We expect that the proposed new rates will be published for a 30-day public comment period over the next few weeks, once conditional approval is received from CMS and DHS ODP completes the revision of the waiver rates. IDA providers should receive an attestation form from ODP to submit for the one-time COVID relief funding. So be on the lookout for that as well. Please go to www.par.net/action-center to contact your House and Senate members to support PAR's advocacy efforts. Please remember to follow PAR on Facebook and Twitter to check out, like, and share our posts. Be sure to tag Governor Wolf and your state and federal legislators to help spread our message. Thanks for tuning into PAR TNR. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you next week.